Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stump back for the OPTC video, and in today's video, we're taking a look at the producer letter that did get released as of news time today, and just sort of having a chat of what's coming up in this letter, what's going to be happening moving forward, and all the fun stuff there. We're going to be popping some tickets at the back end and sort of giving my thoughts and opinions based off this letter, but I thought, look, we'd read it first to sort of break down what it's actually saying. So basically it says, hello, thank you for playing the game, welcome to 2025, all that fun stuff that they normally do. And it says, regarding upcoming events, they've adjusted the period for trusty characters. In Pirate King's Adventures, the period of which a super rare character can be trusty will be changed to 3 months after its initial release. Last year, we made changes to make new characters more appealing to use. However, based on feedback from our users, we've decided to readjust the period. The adjustment period will be announced through an in-game notice, so please stay tuned. Improvements to the crew edit and character power-up. They're planning to improve the UX and make it easier to crew edit and power up characters as they have become progressively more complex to manage, and striving to make it more user-friendly for all players. Furthermore, we are planning updates for Treasure Cruise players. More details will be in an upcoming letter from the OPTC team. And then finally, the user feedback. We are planning further improvements based on feedback received from players through last year's survey. We will officially introduce them through future letters of the OPTC team and in-game notices once they are confirmed and implemented. And then they say thank you for all of your feedback and all that fun stuff as well. So not a whole heap to break down, but basically what they're sort of implementing is a better way to power up characters, as there's just so many different things that you need to level up nowadays. So like, if you take a look at like Dokkan, for example, Dokkan just literally have like an auto button and it automatically fills in what you need to level up the characters. So for example, if you need skill levels, if you need sockets, all that fun stuff, you can just click one button and it would automatically set in items that you need. I feel like this would be a really good way of sort of allowing players to update older characters they've picked up, and they just sort of like can't be bothered leveling up because the process is so long. Me personally, I know that like I've pulled stuff like Kazuna, Legend, Otama, and Reiju, for example, and Whitebeard, and they're just sort of sitting in my box, and I'm like, look, I'll level them up. Is that back-to-back Hodies? What the hell? I'll level them up when I actually need the character. Like, that's when I will sort of take the time to invest in the unit. Back in the day, I just used to, like, if I pulled a new legend, like, I would max the character out. Like, I would make sure that my box was, like, looking really, like, prim and proper. And that unit would be the max level, would have all the sockets done, just ready to go as soon as I needed them. Now, I'm just like, I'll level them up when I actually do need them. So making this easier is going to make it a lot easier for new players, but sort of older players as well, to sort of level up some of their old stuff. Damn, that was a limited ticket, man. Jesus Christ. I'll just make it easier to sort of clean up their box if you have like a lot of characters lying around like myself, or if you're a newer player coming to the game and you're doing a lot of summons and you have a lot of resources and you don't really know how you do use them or like what to use them in. It will hopefully, the UX system will just be a better way of sort of updating that and just making it a lot more user-friendly for people to go, okay, I want to make sure that I have blind resistance, despair resistance, auto heal, and just select those sockets. Maybe you just have like a bar where you can select 50 tomes just like straight off the bat. Just call it a day there. Get your skill books in and all that fun stuff too. Tablets for limit break abilities and stuff too. So very interested to see how they go about it. But either way, making it nicer and easier and more friendly, user-friendly, is always going to be a good time for players. Like it's a big tick in my eyes. It's going to be a great little quality of life update when it does come to the game. As for the final part of the letter, I will talk about the first part of the letter last, ironically, just because like that's like the biggest talking point. The last part of the letter just provided a lot of hope that they're sort of taking on board a lot of the feedback we've given, a lot of the videos we've made, all of that fun stuff, just to say, hey guys, these are problems, please fix them. And sure, look, the fixes might not be exactly what we need. It might not be exactly what we want, but the fact that they are taking the time to implement fixes and responding to our feedback is a positive sign. So all you EOS like believers out there, all you EOS dick riders, like, man, like, check yourselves, because like they obviously care about the game in some capacity. And sure, I don't think they put it in as much effort as they should put in, but at least there is some sort of effort there. And every time Papi and I make those videos, the one we did with Todd recently, where Todd's making his videos and he's saying like the right people have been spoken to and they do watch this stuff, they do read this stuff, so please be respectful and voice your opinions down below. Like, they're reading through those comments. They're going through them and understanding that, all right, this is a problem. This many people have looked at it. This many people agree. Let's do something about it. So that's positive steps there. As for the PKA Trusty character fix, I think that's massive. Having a debut legend still boosted 3 months later means that you can kind of summon on these big celebrations, have these big illustrious characters be boosted throughout the next 3 months, and then still use them to gain extra rewards. It's obviously not going to be as high as the new illustrious characters, but I think it's so funny that they say, like, we recently changed that to make it more recent characters, to make people use those characters. Like, no, like, you just, like, what you're saying there is that we want people to summon initially. They're just doing it in a much more user-friendly manner. It basically says that we don't want you to spend gems. So I find that so funny. I think I chuckled when I was reading it, because, like, that's exactly how I took it when I was actually first digesting the information. But I think this is great. If you summon on, say, the Super Sugo that is live right now, those characters that you pull, like the Sabo, the Luffy, and the Ace Whitebeard, they're going to be trusty characters until March, which in March, we will have the worldwide celebration. Then we get ourselves a bunch of shiny new anniversary exclusives, whether you skip them, whether you pull for them or not. It is another banner that is actually worth summoning on, whether or not you go hard on the banner, whether you skip the banner at all and just save anniversary. At least now you have a rollover for 3-month periods where you have these characters that you can continuously use in events that are giving you gains and giving you rewards to help you clear and build up your account. This is going to be great for newer players that are just coming to the game. This is great for mid-game players that don't like to summon on every banner. And hell, it's still really good for the whales that end up going crazy on, say, the New Year's banner, pull like insane dupes and max out these new Super Sugo characters. You can actually utilize them for months to come now. So I think this is a fantastic change. Hopefully it means that they will also take this idea and this pattern of thinking over to Treasure Map. Treasure Map needs that a lot. However, the thing with Treasure Map is a bit of a different kettle of fish, in the sense that you have to sort of tailor make your final boss team to match the gimmicks and match the characters that have just released for that said Treasure Map banner. So just having like these 3 characters, say for example we use the Luffy, Sabo, and Whitebeard and Ace batch, if they don't have any correlation with the Treasure Map batch that is coming, this weekend, then them being boosted is kind of like, okay, it's just another option for my mini boss teams, which whether or not you want to run that, whether you want to get more boosters, it's still great. But I think that if they take this concept and look at it in Treasure Map, they can do some really, really nice things over there. Damn, is that the second Dog Storm we've pulled? On top of pulling Neko and Inu V1? Like, that's kind of weird. That's kind of wild. So, all in all, my full take from the letter is it's a nice little step in the right direction. It's not a giant leap. It's not that they're making groundbreaking... Okay, I can use that. That's kind of fun. They're not making groundbreaking changes to the game. It's not like, oh my god, this is the best update and the best fix that we've ever seen. But like I said, it is a nice step in the right direction to hopefully start implementing some of the ideas and crucial fixes that we need. Off the top of my head, like the big ones that I can think of is like damage cap needs to go. Like this just has to go, man. There's no world where damage cap has to be a thing. Next is like obviously the amount of legends that we get. Like 6 days is crazy, but I understand like it's a money-making grab for them. So they're probably not going to stop the release of legends. And the fact of the matter is that you have the power to skip banners. You don't have to pull on every banner. So like there's that mentality behind it as well, where the damage cap, for example, like once you hit level 260 PKA, like what are you gonna do? Like you can't do anything about that in Super Boss, because you know, if you have all these shiny new legends and you're hitting 1 trillion damage, that's all you're doing when the boss has, 14, 15 trillion, upwards of like 300 trillion HP. It's kind of ridiculous at that point. So I feel like that's a fundamental game aspect that needs to change. Like, reduction of legends will be nice, but like it's more of a pipe dream in that regard. But then finally, the trusty characters things, having more characters boosted on events for all players is a good thing, and having more diversity with boosters is only going to help people want to play the game more. So another EZO, bro, what the hell? So I think that, again, a really, really nice step in the right direction. But let me know what you guys think of the letter down below. If you guys had better luck on your tickets than I did, because like these tickets have been ass, bro. Hopefully you had better luck than I did, because yeah, like I said, these suck. Let me know what you guys have pulled in the last month in the comment section below. But while you're down there, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you guys are new. But most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.